Hey everybody, it's Lori Christos. I haven't been on for a little while. I have done some shorts. I've been doing some road tripping and traveling, and it already feels like fall here. We're almost to September. I can't believe how summer flies. It was an absolute bust weather-wise. I think we sat literally in the house for a month. You couldn't go out, you couldn't breathe, you were sweaty. Today, the last couple of days, there's been a bit of a reprieve, and it's like in the low 70s and cool and partly sunny. It's gorgeous, but it feels like fall, which I love because that means my shows are coming up in November, probably in December, and I start this crazy hunting and scouring the planet for things that I can sell. I'm not sure if I usually just do two solid ones. One is St. Ignatius in Chicago. It's a prestigious prep school, and they do a beautiful event, and I've been doing it for years. So I have like a 12-foot long table, and it's going to be a ton of jewelry. I have a video up from the last year when I did it. A ton of jewelry, and then I start making my collectibles or one-of-a-kind unique pieces. Collectibles as in, framed icons or religious boxes, or like, for example, boxes with, it's so hard, I have so much stuff to show you guys, so this might go long, or I might have to pause and come back or do another one. For example, this is one that will be there, but this is a beautiful antique silver tone jewelry box. It's pedestal feet. Now this I've had for months because I've made it, getting it ready for my show, and that's adorned with a beautiful vintage sterling. I think that was, I don't know what, if it was a pin or if it was a pendant. Gorgeous cherub, and this thing is heavy. I don't know if you can see the cherub. There's their head. This is super heavy, super gorgeous, but it's got a ton of earrings in it right now. Velvet lined, and this will be at my show, and this will be somewhere, in the area of maybe 145, 125. It depends. Weirdly, I guess because it's Christmas when I do my shows, people, the regulars come back and they buy gifts or jewelry, but they also come back for boxes that they can give as gifts and put jewelry in. So that's something that I created because I put the two together. It's a one-of-a-kind. You'll never see it again. And it's special. And I do a lot of cherub theme with my my show. So I'm trying to explain, because I've explained this all last year, but I got to start over again. And I blow out of all the boxes and all the handmade collectibles at the show because they're just unique gifts. So here's another box. So this one I found recently. I'm going to take out the center. It's an old Italian box. I'm probably going to have to take these off. It was a stamp box, but I need it more for a jewelry box. And that goes on the bottom. I'll show you it. I'll get more prepared. This one, I love the Italian Florentine. So these are the older ones that I've done a video on before that I collect. This one is like 4 inches wide, and you can see in there, hopefully it's subdued now over time. These used to be bright gold, but these are the 3 archangels in set, and they're not hand painted as far as this goes. These are old prints. These prints are in the Louvre or the Uffizi Gallery, these archangels, and then they're adorned. This piece is probably just going to come out. It's ruining it for me. Thank you. There we go. So you can see the patina of age over time. And this is all gesso, which is like basically a paste that they do all this ornate detail with. And then they do a gold 24 like paper over it of gold leaf. And you can see they're playing their instruments. So this one, it's just a treasure. I mean, I've collected over 50 to 100 over the years, bought and resold. I'm starting to recollect, and it's getting to the point where they're so hard to find, so beautiful like that. They're so hard to find that I almost don't even want to part with them, of course. But this one will be at my show. depending on what I paid, and I have to kind of go back. But these are an average now of 65 to 75, because where do you find a beautiful gift for 65 to 75 that is like this? That has a religious theme if you wanted it, has the angels, has a piece of jewelry inside in a beautiful brown velvet bag. And, you know, so most people just buy them up as gifts. So this is something I will have. This is a new treasure. And when I find them, I get so excited because they're really hard to find. Here's one that is beyond gorgeous. Can't remember what's in it. These are new. These were not in my video. And I'm just showing these right off the bat, but I'm going to be showing jewelry. I have tons. I'm going to be throwing in a lot of really good deals, things that I don't really want at my show, that aren't really what Madonna and Child stands for, but that I have that are sterling or with stones. So there's going to be some great deals here. So, you know, just hang out or speed up until you see something you like. And then if you want something, if I've quoted a price, great. These will be buy it nows. Everything will be buy it nows. And if you have any questions, you can text 708-217-1600. It'll be listed there. Okay, anyways, here's another box. This one's bigger. This is the treasure chest style. You can see that there's a really burnished patina to this. Gorgeous Madonna. I've never had this one with this face. Stunning. These are super old. These are over 100 years old. These were painted inside and out. And again, a gorgeous Madonna. These would all be, you know, old masters, Renaissance prints. These are the ones that I buy. They're 100-year-old Renaissance prints. And these were souvenirs for people that came to Italy, and you can find them here sometimes. You can find them all over, you know, the States. You can find them in other countries. I bought them from other countries and had them shipped when I find them online. So this is just a stunning one. So if I sell this one, this will be at 95 because I've never seen it before. I'll never find it. But we're looking at like 5 by 3, and the height is like 3. And it's just an old, beautiful thing. And I really want these for my shows, and you know, but if you see something here and you want it and it's the price I said, feel free to let me know, because I hate parting before a show, but you know, then I wait a whole nother year amassing these things again. So this is another treasure that they're hard for me to find, and when I find them, I flip out. Here's another one, and then I'll get to some jewelry. My daughter and I have a thing about this, and it's Madame Lebrun. It's a Renaissance, or maybe 1800s print of Madame Lebrun, who was like a socialite, and then the daughter became an artist as well and painted this painting, and it's very famous. You've seen it everywhere, but I've never seen one on a 100-year-old Italian. This looks almost like a card box, and all the detail. And this again would be a 95er. But my daughter and we have a story about this, that we wanted to get tattoos of this because when she was a child, we have a picture of mommy and daughter hugging, and it really resembles it. And so she's like, Mom, we have to get tattoos. And I ended up getting this skin problem from some medication I take. And, you know, even putting on cuff bracelets, I get like these weird, you know, it's thin skin now. So I don't think I could ever get a tattoo. So I'm kind of sad. But I've read the book about Madame Lebrun and her daughter, and finding it in a box like this thrilled me. I'm going to probably give it to my daughter for Christmas unless you guys buy it. This one will be a 95er, or it'll go to my show. Okay, I'll throw in one piece of jewelry just to get you guys. Oh, I have so much, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start by saying this. I was on like Twitter or whatever the other day, and I saw Kim Kardashian and her daughter by Kanye West, which I believe is North. And Kanye West's daughter, she's really funky and outrageously dressed, and I think she's like 12, I don't even know. And then Kim, who looks stunning, and they were in Rome. And Kim had on this gorgeous, like, black, silky, you know, almost bustier, low cut, of course, gorgeous silk dress, very fitted. And then she had on, you know, like a gorgeous sterling like choker, and basically it would look like a collection of like Peruzzi crosses, like one chain and one big cross, which I actually have the cross she was wearing. It's on another bead. I can show you guys, but she had a few hanging at the top with it. And if you're bored, Google it, Kim Kardashian in Rome. But she's definitely wearing these antique Peruzzi crosses that I collect, that I have millions of. Okay, and I'm not saying millions. I mean, yes, it's a bit extreme, but if you even knew how many I collect and have, this is just one bust of them, and I have maybe 3 or 4 of them. This one I put 3 on so that I could wear a collection. Now this one I've shown on a short. This is on a sterling Victorian book link, and I couldn't find anything I liked, so I put a Peruzzi cross on it, and it's up there for like $4.95 or something, or $5.95, because I paid a fortune for that, like I think $250 and a lot for that. So it's maybe I'd make $100 on this whole piece, but I adore it, and of course I want to keep it, but I have so much. So my point of showing you this and talking about these Peruzzi chains, which we're all starting to get to know and love, if you haven't heard of them, they're all splashed all over my short videos, is this particular one that I absolutely love. I found on my bargain hunting trip to Wisconsin, so I'm going to show it to you, so you guys can actually pick one up for a really good price, because I didn't pay anywhere near what I've paid for some of them. So I'm going to show it to you. And it's on the Peruzzi chain. So this is the exact cross. It's 800 silver. It's got cherubs on it. It's cut out. It's gorgeous. You just saw it there hanging on the book chain. And it's like almost 3 inches with the bail, when the bail is all ornate. Their chains, the Peruzzi chains, are what's so stunning about them. They're usually themes of Florence, fleur-de-lis. You know, when I went to Florence, I bought on the Ponte Vecchio a fleur-de-lis ring. You would think that would be a French like theme, but it's very much a Florence theme. And they put like the baby Jesus della Robbia on them. So this one looks like it's mostly just ornate flowers, and then there's the della Robbia. See, I didn't even know it was on it. But the chains can go for up to $500, just the chains. This is 30 inches. That's the baby Jesus wrapped up, and it's called in Italian della Robbia. So this is original. This is how I bought it. And normally, if you go on eBay right now and you want to find one with the chain, you're looking at $400 to close to $600, $595, because that's just how much they are. They're all 800 silver. These are all handcrafted in Florence by the artisans there. And I guess, you know, these are over 100 years old. So there it is with the cross. I can show you. That's the closure. The cross is just hung there. And I've amassed probably, I don't know, maybe 6 with the chains. It's very hard. I usually just pick up a cross. And I know you people, my customers that have bought from me have already bought, a couple have already bought this cross. I have another one, but I didn't find it on one of these chains. And I don't want to, don't ever break up the chains. If it's on this chain, it's going to stay on this chain. That's the way they intended it. So I'd be selling this one for $295. And you get the chain. So it's a steal. And I will have it at my shows. I'm going to not bring my whole collection to my show because I don't want to sell it all. I collect them. But I'm at the point where I have doubles sometimes. And I'll sell the doubles, or the ones that are very similar to what I have. Okay, so you saw that. $295, buy it now. It might go on a short video, or I might just decide to hold it for my show. So there you go. This is what the vibe of kind of what Kim Kardashian was wearing. The cross she was wearing, I think I've done a video. I have it. I just don't know if I can find it right now. Here it is. We don't have to look just like Kim Kardashian. That's not my goal in life, trust me. I do think she's beautiful. I'm Armenian, she's Armenian, so I have, you know, a kindred spirit with them, and I love their style. This is the kind of cross she was wearing. It was this style. Very ornate. Now this is sterling. I'm sorry, it's 800 silver again. So it's Italian, 800 silver. Very ornate. This is big with the bail. You're looking at close to over 3.25. I have it on these Spanish like filigree cutout beads. I'm actually wearing one, and these are so expensive. So I'm just going to show you. I don't expect you all to walk around like crazy, Lori. I want to give you an idea of the way you can layer. I'm sitting down so they're not laying right. Sorry. But, you know, I've moved my Madonna here. I've moved this one. I've changed them up. This used to be here. But this is what I do. When you have 100 sterling crosses and you absolutely love every single one of them, you have to change it up to make it work. So this one is going to be at my show. There is a short on it. It's high in price, but this is the 800 silver cross she had on. These, I believe, are just sterling. They're not stamped 800, but this is all silver. And this one I'm selling for $350. Now, when I go to my show, these are going to be more. This one would be probably $425. And I can command the higher prices because the women know that they could travel the globe and they're not going to find it. Trust me, I went to Italy. I couldn't find one of these. You have to buy these because these were bought 100 years ago or, you know, 80 years ago. So that's the one, the vibe she had on. It looked like she was wearing a kind of Peruzzi chain with it, but I just wanted to show you because this is, you know, crosses. If a celebrity wears them, and I have sold, you'll die. But if you go and look at, which I can ramble from the rest of my life about this stuff. There is a video, not a video, there's a link on my Facebook page, because I've had my Facebook page for, I don't know, 15, 20 years. So I was in boutiques, and you'd see a lot of me making the same kind of things, collecting crosses, repurposing them, changing them around. And I was in a store in Chicago, a boutique, and the girl that owned the store was she was before her kind. She was an influencer before there was influencers. And she had a fashion blog called Vanilla Fringe. And she would wear my jewelry, because I'm best friends with her mother. And she would wear my jewelry in her photo shoots. And then we did a trunk show at her store, and we sold tons of my things. And my clientele was always in that area. It was like the North Shore. So she put me on Vanilla Fringe as wearing my pieces. And her name now, she's very popular. She works for ESPN, and she's a sportscaster. But I'll leave her anonymity out. But her and her husband live in Connecticut, and they work for ESPN, and they're very famous. So, but before she was doing fashion blogging, because that's what, she's drop dead gorgeous. That was her thing. But she also became a sportscaster. So anyhow, I can ramble, which is just how I have to get in these stories. But the Kardashians must have seen a piece or something, and she has it on her store website at the time, and they're wearing one of my pieces in this little photo, and you can see it. And she had put it on the website of the boutique, but the boutique is closed. It's been closed for like 10 years because now she's off doing sports. So that's my story about the Kardashians, and that we're both Armenian. Okay. And it was like all crosses, like, 8 humongous silver crosses. It was a monster. And I think the other Kardashian had it on. I can't remember her name, but anyways. Okay. Oh, I need a break already, and I haven't even showed you guys anything. Okay, this is Crazy Lori. Here's another version. 800 silver monster cross. Love this cross. 3 inches down in a cross. Very ornate. I've got to remember to keep pulling this thing out if it even helps you guys. I have to stop saying you people. It doesn't because there's a glare. But very ornate. And I have it on an 800. I put these together. Crazy, obscenely gorgeous. This was on a short torque. And it's all pieced together. This is old. This is 800 silver. This isn't one of those new torques that everybody's like, oh, throw it on a torque. Torque. Plain big bubble torque. No, Lori finds the torque. I'm not a torque girl, okay? I find the torque that's 800 silver, all detailed, all cut out like little argyle triangles, all pieced together by hand. This is a one of a kind. And I put this monster cross on it. So, price-wise, I'm going to say the same thing. I've got $350 going together if you want it. If you just want the torque, it's about $100. I think I've already have it on a short, but I don't have it with this monster cross. So this would be like $195 for the cross, $100 for that. So I don't know, do the math. $295. I don't know. I have to. Don't go by me, but I can't do math and sell at the same time. But look at this; it's stunning. So I don't have enough stuff on. Here we go. I'm just throwing it up here, just so you get an idea. Because Kim Kardashian had on like a choker at the top here, and then she had on. I mean, this is extreme. I'm not walking out of the house like this. I just layer it so I can put pieces on and off if I want. So she had a long cross and she had on a thing like that. Now, I don't want to look like her. She's just starting to look like me with all of my stuff. And she was in Rome, and that's why I was fascinated. So this is 100, and I'm saying 2 on that. So we're basically at 300 for this. And it's worth it all day, because where are you going to go find 800 silver, all solid 800 silver for 300? And that's just a price. Buy it now for my customers, my 300 people that might watch my show, or buy off my shorts. And again, at my show, it'll look like this, and it'll have like, you know, $425 on it. And somebody will go, wow, never seen that in my entire life. I love it, and they'll buy it. Trust me. Okay. Woo! I'm going to take a breather for 1 second, because you guys, I know you got to watch these in pieces, because I'm crazy. I'm obsessed with this stuff, and it never ends. My obsession never ends. It just keeps going and gets more obsessed and more obsessed. So let me have a sip of my Coke. 22 minutes in. This is going to go long or be in 2. Okay. I have no place to place my Coke, but I'm working on it. I can't put it down. Everything is Italian. Okay, here we go. All right, what do I want to show you next? This is what I really wanted to show you, as far as I'll show you 2 things that I create, and then I'm going to get to some bargains, blowout bargains that I no longer want, okay? Let's start with, where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, so on my trip to Wisconsin, I was there for a week with my friend, the mother of the ESPN girl that has her lake house. Anyways, I found at the first shop the most beautiful, and I collect, you know, religious art. So, and you guys, there's a glare because I think my window's open, so I'm not even going to use this, but maybe if I put it on an angle. But we have here a Madonna. This is a vintage, not even vintage, an antique postcard that shows in the most beautiful golds and like ecru color, a Madonna and child, looks like a statue with gold angels at the top and bottom. So I'm like, oh my God, I love this little postcard. It's vintage. I'm going to find a little gold, you know, ornate frame and put it in and sell it to my show. Well, I couldn't find a little gold ornate frame, but I ended up finding a brass frame, and it says, if you turn this back over, this was inset. It says made in England. So it's a made in England or English gilt metal or brass ornate frame. Now this is an Italian style. They do these, they're called like almost rococo, and they do them in Italy, but they do them in wood. They don't do them in brass so much. And it wasn't just, you know, I have to adorn it. So of course I did. What we have up here, it's going to be maybe difficult to see, but this was, and I've done this a couple of times before, taken one of my pendants that were 3 inches, massive, from like back in the day when I did huge jewelry like Virgin Saints and Angels, and I still do. And I had an ornate brass pendant. There's a Virgin Mary in gold tone, and then these are like smoky topaz rhinestones from an old antique necklace, and I put it at the top. So this is not behind glass yet. So what I did is I kept going, looking at all my 4x6 frames and trying to find a glass that would fit in this piece. You just take this off and put a glass on it, and then you could have a great frame. But none of them fit. So I actually just thought, you know what, I don't even mind it without the glass, because glass gives it a glare. I'll sell it like this, and if somebody wants it as a frame, they can find their own glass or put in a painting. It actually came with no glass because it had a still life painting inside of it that I took out. That was probably valuable, and I put her in because she's stunning. But together, oh my God, I have it. I have a credenza in my bedroom, and it's on there with all these gold tones, and it'll be in a lot of my shorts. But this one I'm selling for $175. And at my show, I think it'll be $195 because I just can't make it. You've got a literal necklace on top. It just doesn't have a chain. So there's 3 pieces here of vintage jewelry, making it religious. So it's such a cool vibe. Doesn't have a stand. Does have a hanger though, okay? And this is 4x6 in set. And this we're looking at more like, you know, 7 by maybe 10. I can measure it. Should I just measure it? I'm not going to measure a lot today. I'm just not in the mood. It just takes a lot of time. But because this is pricey, yeah, 8 by, it's like 8 by 11 on the outside of this whole gorgeous frame. So what if I said $175? That's the buy it now, and you will see this in a short. This will be in a short because it's stunning. And I've never made anything so fabulous in my life. I do adorn frames a lot. I have some ready to go for my show, but I don't have them ready to sell right now. But, oh, I did another one. Okay, this is the last one I did. Okay, so this frame is really old. I actually bought it in LA where my daughter lives. And it reminds me of frames I bought on my honeymoon a million years ago in Cancun. That were Mexican, but it's got cherubs on top, and it's got some green little hues there, and it's somewhat hand painted. It's just very subtle. There's not a lot of color to it. But what I ended up finding, and I'm not going to take it out, I actually sent a picture of Sue from Deadens to Diamonds because she was doing a show, and she had a pin, a lovely pin of Raphael's angel. And there's usually 2 of them, and they're next to each other like this. And it's at the Louvre in Paris because I've actually seen it. And this was a Victorian photo album cover without the album. And it had like a brown kind of leather tone around the angel. And it was a perfect oval in set. And it had a hanger. Somebody put a hanger on it. Like, hey, you can hang this up. And well, I had John, my boyfriend, just X-Acto knife it out, and I set it inside. No, this frame had a glass, so it's in there, but you're not looking at just a print. This is like a beautiful, more of a lithograph that was somehow finished, and then on top, whatever they make Victorian photo albums with, because those go for command a high price. This was the piece that was in the photo album. I mean, if I pulled it out, I could show you, but I don't want to. And this just, if you bought it, you're getting something that you could just pull out and you could just use the frame. But I had to cut it out and put it in here because I didn't have anything for this. And look at this, we have angels. So again, here I'm looking at I think $175, and that's going to be my show price and my buy it now price, just because I don't want to part with it, and it's too beautiful, and it's just something you're going to treasure your whole life. And I'm obsessed with cherubs, and that's why it's not like, oh, I can sell this for, $50. I can't find it, can't make it again. It's a one-of-a-kind treasure. And again, we're at like 8 by 6. Okay, so I just wanted you to see these because they will be in my shorts. They'll be the background. I buy things and use them to stage, but they will command a super high price at my show, and they will sell because they always do, because they're unique. All right, let's break it up. Oh God, I have so much. Okay, I found this too, and then maybe I'll get off collectibles. I collect Italian icons from Italy. I've done a short on them. This one I've never seen, and it reminds me of the colors in that piece I made. It isn't stamped Italy, but it really looks like it is Italian. I love the shape. This is all wood. This is the same colors of what they use with gold leaf in Italy. The angels on the doors are archangels musical. Never seen these archangels. I have archangels all day long, but I've never seen this exact icon, this exact Madonna. And this one I'm selling for $95 if anybody likes it. It closes up. It could be a travel icon. It's very old, very stunning. Another one I don't want to part with, but you could put it on a little easel like I do and stand them up on like my bedside table or, you know, console table and like together. I don't know where it went already. I'm so tired, you guys. I just started and I'm so tired. Anyhow, I think you've got the gist of what I'm going for when I make these things. Now this year I've got this kind of color scheme on some of my pieces, but you know, this is how they're right now in my bedroom on my bedside table. And if you love religious art or you want to be watched over by a beautiful religious artifact, these are my creations. This one's not my creation, but it goes with my creation perfectly. So just wanted you to see them because these are all new. These are not been hanging around in my box waiting for my show. These are brand new things I just picked up. Okay, here we go. Let's throw something in really quick. All right. Oh God, I gotta find that measuring thing for my, here it is. Okay. I do love turquoise. I buy turquoise still. I will sell turquoise. This one is a gorgeous cuff. I know it's over 80 grams. It's sterling. It's really dark patina inside. Very dark, very old, very worn. I bought it where I bought a squash blossom recently that I have on one of my shorts. I bought it from the same dealer. And this is 3 beautiful chunks of turquoise, very heavy and ornate. I put it on my wrist. I adore it. I wanted to keep it, but then I start getting these little rashes or I can't wear it. So I took it off. It's 80 pounds. You could break a window. It fit my 6.5 to 7 wrists, basically 6.5 wrists. And on the mandrel, we're at 6.5. So it's sturdy. Like I haven't tried pushing it. I haven't tried pulling it. I don't intend to. It fits me. I have a very small wrist. It's like a 6.5. But you can layer it all day long. Stick it right there. Wear it back. This one is $195. I got a good price. This is worth $350 all day. Let me stick you there. And it'll go on a short most likely very soon. But I found some turquoise rings too. Really good price turquoise rings that I'm going to put on a short. So there's one of my other beauties from Wisconsin. Okay. Since anybody's interested in turquoise and just hanging out for turquoise, because I know you guys love it. This is a size 8. Stunning. I'm going to just show it on the mandrel. It's coming right to the top of the 8s. Turquoise ring. A nice, big, chunky turquoise ring. Heavy. This has got the shadow box inside. This is piece that I'm looking at in the center there is like an inch. So this is not a little ring. Here we go. I'll show you it. Take off that. Yeah, it's a perfect 8 because an 8 is my middle finger. So this is a big ring. And I'll show it to you the other way. This one's $75. So if anybody likes it, stunning. It's sterling. I don't know if it's signed Navajo. I haven't looked. I never really care. And then I end up having signed pieces. But for $75, it's a deal. This would be $175 in Arizona. Joshua Tree. $75 is a steal. Steal. And at my show, it'll be more. Okay. I know it's obnoxious when I say, at my show, at my show. Here is another one I got. Same dealer. This one feels bigger. It's probably, it's an 8.5, closer to a 9. But I love the detail. You can tell this is old Navajo style sterling with the leaf and the little like dot, and then the two pieces of turquoise going kind of sideways. Again, it's a big piece. So this is close to a 9, 8.5, close to a 9, 75. I got good deals from these guys. 75, or it's going to my show. Okay. Here's another one I actually have out because I'm ready to do a short. Oh, I got to show you this. This is stunning. This one is another one. It's going to be 75. 8.5. Now look at the size of this. Okay, this is like 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches. It's got the little leaf detail there. It looks like Navajo, a dark patina, a gorgeous darker colored piece of real turquoise. I doubt it would be simulated with this age, but it has a Sleeping Beauty vibe, but it's darker. And is it signed? It is signed. Let me look. I'll look for you guys. I don't know. It's Navajo. It's signed. I think it's upside down. It says Navajo, and then it's got some kind of arrow or something. So it's Navajo. Size, one more time, 8.5. It's got a really thin shank there, so, but it's a little double on the side. But this would basically fit easily because it's not like a thick, chunky band. Gorgeous ring. Look at it. Comes up, covering my knuckle almost all the way to there. And believe it or not, this one's going to be 75. So I would grab it because I've never seen one this big. And if it fit me, I would keep it, but it's too big. I'm an 8 on my pointer. So 75 Navajo, gorgeous turquoise ring. There's another one in here I thought was cool. This is smaller. This looks like inlaid coral coming to a... Oh my God, I'm blind, you guys. It's getting dark in here. Where's the number? Oh, looks like 6.5. Inlaid coral, another big ring with a little shadow box behind it with all these gorgeous coral pieces. 6.5. Let me see if I can get it on my finger. I'm a 6.5 right here. 6.5. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, it's like over an inch, 1.5 inches covering my knuckle. And this is another 75er. Okay, I love coral. I think that's all of the rings. And I do have one. Oh, here. This is so cute. This is so teeny. This is Zuni. It's so small, though. You got to have a teeny finger. I wore it on my pinky. I had it on my pinky. It's a size 4. But it's a Zuni. You can see the shadow box. You see the kind of darker blue, green, turquoise inset in there. Do I have this? Let me try this again. There we go. 10-year anniversary present from John. Okay, here we go. Zuni size 4, very old, precious little ring. And I could sell that one for $50 if you like it. This is rare. I don't find these old Zunis for $50. So it's a size 4 though, but if you wear a lot like I do, you just throw it on your pinky. Okay. Oh my God, I forgot to put this on a chain. I have a silver chain for this, but it's so sweet. I should have put it on one, but it's a little turquoise, like the shape of a tusk, set in sterling. This thing is only like on a curve about 1 inch. But I thought it was so sweet to just put on a little sterling chain and wear layered with all of your silver. And it has the marbling in there, and it's sterling. And I just have to slip it through a silver chain. I have 1,000 silver chains. So if anybody likes this for $40 with a sterling chain, just tell me. It's not going to be like an antique paperclip chain or nothing like that, but that'll go for big money. It'll be a sterling chain that masters it. And I have 16 inch, like 18, 20. So if you want to buy it for $40, just say yes. And this is the kind of chain I want. You can text me 708-217-1600. And it'll be a sweet little turquoise tusk style pendant. I love this. I love it. Love it. I love tusks. All right, I'm done showing turquoise, I think. Oh, no, I'm going to go back. Oh, shoot. One more. Recent purchase. It's a Zuni cross. It's stamped Ayuni, the maker. It's not a C. Ayuli. It's stamped. It's 2 inches. Zuni cross. Stunning detail. Again, it can go on any chain you want. I'm selling this one for $100. I paid about that much. I just have too much stuff. And I'm just going to throw in a simple chain. So if you want a chain, short, long, you just got to let me know because I have all the chains. Okay, then I have chunkier chains like this. This is got something on it, but if you like a chunkier chain, I'll have to up the price. But we can always text each other or email about it. But this is a $100 stamped Zuni vintage gorgeous 3-inch cross. You don't find a lot of turquoise crosses that you can buy for $100 that are really old and signed. Okay, I'm done with turquoise. I'm not showing anymore. Not showing any more turquoise. I'm off of it. Okay, I'm going to have another drink. I guess it's going to be close to an hour. I'm not even showing anything. All right, really quick. Let's try to show you some things I can whip out. Okay, this is stunning. It's on a paperclip chain, 16-inch antique chain, just a vintage sterling silver and pearl and seed pearl pendant. I've had this for a long time. I bought it from one of the vendors on YouTube. Where's the camera? There it is. I'm having issues there, girly. Here we go. See it? With the dangle. I didn't do anything to it. It's exquisite the way it is. I just put it on a chain. I wanted it on a pearl. I had a hard time, it's not an enhancer. I had a hard time finding a pearl I could have fixed it to where it looked like it belonged on it. So I just love it on this vintage sterling paperclip. You can see it's an older necklace, 16-inch chain. But if you like it and you're like, Lori, I don't like it like that. I want it on a pearl. I have real pearls. Let me know. The price goes up. I have faux pearls. The price is going to go up, but on just a sterling paperclip with this stunning, classic, gorgeous pendant that is all sterling silver. This one I'm going to do at $95. This is steel, and at my show I'd have $145 on this. So just so you see it, stunning. And I want to show you this. I'm a mess. I wanted this, and I wanted to put it on this necklace that's sterling, pearl, crystal. It's, a newer piece, I guess, because of the lobster claw. But I'm like, oh, I bought that for this. And then I'm like, you know what? It's really short. I don't know if I could hang it right. I 100% could do it, but I don't want to. I'm like, I'd have to extend it 2 inches. This thing is like, is this 16 or 4? This is really short. But I love them together. So let me measure this really quick. Oh my God, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. I guess I'll come back tomorrow with the rest of it because I'm getting anxiety. It's like 14 inches, but it's got a big, I don't know why they'd put such a big lobster claw with a heart on it, but it's sterling. Could easily be extended with a sterling bracelet or some leftover sterling chain. I have it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to start extending. When I buy vintage necklaces, I don't want to keep extending because that's how short they weigh. This one is ridiculously short at 14. I can add a little bit of chain, a 2-inch chain if you want it. And I would sell this one at $65. That one at $95. Look at them together. Aren't they fabulous? So it can be done, but I'm not going to remember these prices. These are my buy it now prices. You're going to have to text me and send me a snapshot and say, I want that, and you can extend or not, or whatever. Just let me know, because I'm not going to remember. I have to watch it back. Okay, at least I got to show those. Those are so cute. So cute. I love pearls. Sterling silver and pearls are totally my jam. Okay, here's something else really quick. I haven't even gotten to the meat. This was shown recently in a short. Let me pull it up a little bit. So it's basically, it was on something else and then I changed it. I'm like, I don't love it like that. So I changed it like this. This piece is an 800 silver pin pendant. It's not a cameo, but what it has in it is a, oh yeah, whoa. You know I'm really bad at this because I have bad eyes. Here we go. There it is. It's a guilloche under glass piece. Beautiful hand-painted enamel. And around it looks like brass. I wouldn't say it's gold-filled, but it's possible. I don't test gold, but it's possibly gold-filled. And I hung it on an antique sterling or 800 silver filigree necklace. I love it together because these are both cut out. They're both cut out. I love it. And this one isn't religious. It's just an antique and gorgeous. Gorgeous piece. I love that. And it's sweet. So this one's 95 because we're looking at 800 silver. French guilloche enamel. Guilloche. And I'm going to measure it. If you don't like the chain and you want it on pearls or you want it on something else, we can talk. The chain is 18. And it's a great layering piece. And it's sterling. And it's, I love the patina. Okay, let's move that one over. Oof. I'm going to only show a few more and then come back maybe tomorrow. This one is vintage, or I don't know if these are antiques yet, but it's a deco crystal glass, stunning. I think you've all seen these in the past. They can command a great price. Pristine necklace. It's glass. These aren't rhinestones. They're clear glass. See how beautiful? Gorgeous. On a chain. This is intact. I didn't touch it. It's pristine. That's the clasp. This is $80 if anybody likes it. You know what? I'll go $75. I think I got a good price. I can't remember my prices. That's the problem. And I have too much coming in to even write it down. I don't have the time. This looks like 16 to here. So it's 16 to there. Again, you could extend it all day long with a little chain or whatever you want. But isn't that precious? Stunning. This will be amazing for the holidays. Great layering piece. $75. Buy it now. Steal. You guys should be grabbing this. Okay. This one I don't really want to sell, but I'm going to show it because I have a ring that I found that matches it. I love this. I adore it. It's the Roman cameos on abalone. So these are beautiful women's faces. And they're graduated. So they're literally smaller, medium, large, all handmade. It's going to be hard to show you guys this. See it? Stunning. It's short. It's all sterling silver. There's the back. It's all abalone. I love to layer, so it's shorter than this. I literally had it on here and layered it. I adore it. I don't want to sell it, but I'm going to put it out there because I have a matching ring. And again, it's a short one because this is an old piece. I think it's 16 inches. Oh. 16 inches. Okay, so this Roman, I have the exact, kind of a matching ring. I should get off my butt and show it to you. Let me do that. You guys, I have stuff everywhere. Hang on. And then I have 2 Cameo abalone rings that I found. I'm very much into abalone Roman themes. If you guys have seen any of my stuff, I wear a bracelet like that. I have 2 of these. These are mother of pearl, old Roman cameos. I found the beautiful girl. What size is she? Stunning. This is an antique marcasite, size 7 on the dot. Stunning. old sterling and marcasite, abalone. See her? She's beautiful. Ring, $75. Feel free not to buy it because I love it. This is vintage or antique, but I have one that's so old it'll knock your socks off. So I bought this one because I found these and I'm like, oh, I can wear them together and I can wear them with my gorgeous bracelet that I used to have for sale that I decided I will no longer sell because I love mother of pearl with my pearls. Love. Okay. I'm obnoxious. I know it. I don't care. I don't care. That's who I am. I'm excited about Roman things, cameos, crosses. I love it all. Can't help myself. Okay, look at this beauty. I think it's sterling. I have a tester. I don't even care at this point, but this looks sterling. I don't usually buy things that aren't. Maybe with, or possibly could be vermeil. This could be vermeil because it's got a little gold tone there, see? But look how old this is. This is the Roman warrior, like severely Roman. See his cap? This is really old. Look at the marcasites on this. Now, there's just marcasites on the top and bottom. Really old. You see how old and they glitter? But they are not gone. They're there. But it's roughed up feeling on the top. And it has like the gold cast behind it. So I would call it vermeil. Gold over sterling. But isn't this gorgeous? And size-wise, see, I don't see these old treasures. I go crazy for these old things. $65. No, sorry, six and a half, not $65. Is this upside down? Yeah. You know what? There you go. I love it. 6 and a half. I would go $75 if anybody likes it. Buy it now. You'd have to text me because I won't remember. Let's break it up with another Peruzzi that no one has ever seen before. I haven't, and I had to buy it. This is the Venetian mask theme, where they do like, it almost looks like theatrical faces. They look a little scary or mean, but I adore it. They're not devils. No, because I've seen they do devils. I've seen their devils. These just look like Venetian masks to me. Sterling silver. It's really choker style and has like all this detail. This is the, the chain itself. Peruzzi has all this detail. I adore it. I've never put it on one time because I would never want to sell it. I'm just going to measure it. So it's an original, really old, made in Florence. 16. So like if I had any room on my neck, I could actually show you guys, but I don't see any room. Okay, let me just show you here. This is such an antique. This is such a treasure. I mean, you don't even find these. You do not find these. I just get lucky because God sends them to me because he knows I'm obsessed. Look at this thing. The detail here are also faces. They're more the happy face, right? It's not. Maybe it is the devil. I don't know. He has horns. He doesn't scare me. I don't care. I adore it. This is $200 if you guys like it. At my show, it's going to be $3. Okay. I have other Peruzzi crosses. If you guys are into Peruzzi and you're like, I need to see all your Peruzzis before I decide, I can show you. I have a bunch. Here's another stunning cross I bought. This is made in Mexico. It has all this wire filigree detail. It's 3 inches. Look at all this detail. Look how old this is. So sweet, beautiful. I don't see these. I've never seen it. But the tag from the seller, who was an antique dealer, said Mexico, made in Mexico. And it could be on any chain, any rosary, if you guys like it. I'm starting this one at, if you can see it, $95. And then if you wanted your own chain, fine. If you don't, I can put it on something and up the price. Okay, let's get to these because I promised some bargains and then I'm out. I am out. Check or check style. I mean, I bought it as check. Dragonfly. Brass or gold tone. This is the hook. It's either artisan or, you know, you've seen the check pieces with the dragonfly. I'm selling this one at $30. It's a steal. It's check all day long. $30 for whoever finds it first. And it's got the purplyish, pinkish cast. $30. That's my bargain of the day. Here's a couple more, because I promised bargains. This is malachite sterling shepherd's hook. Beautiful necklace. See all the stones? Sterling silver. It's on that chain. I'll measure it. Let me measure it. It's a short one, but you can extend it easily because there's hooks in the back. 16 inches. Stunning necklace. Great for layering. See the beauty? Look at that. It's beautiful. This one's $45. This is another steal. All sterling malachite, old. $45. Okay, there's one other one I want to give a bargain price on. Here we go. Okay. This is moonstone, and I think it's called iolite, which is almost like a purpley cast. I don't believe it's amethyst. I remember it saying iolite, moonstone. Beautiful, simple, classic necklace, older piece, on a chain. $45. Moonstone, purpley, iolite. I believe I'm right. If I'm wrong, but I know it's moonstone. Stunning, all sterling silver. And it might be another 16-incher. And then I'm going to say goodbye and maybe come back when I'm more organized and go smoke my jewel. Because this is a mess, if you guys saw this. But I get excited and I'm all over the place. That's how I roll. 7 and 7. This is 16. Yeah, it's 16 inches, but you can easily add a little chain or some kind of extension there. But it's a perfect choker style to layer with all of your other beautiful things. You got to start here and go like I do. All right, I love you guys. I hope somebody makes it through the end. I would be thrilled. And my phone number is 708-217-1600. This is an hour. It's going to take a while. I'll upload it and throw it on there. And I will just put buy it now pieces, and they, you know, there's just a range. And if you guys like anything or see anything or want anything that you haven't seen, like stunning, amazing earrings that have, I put together some of these myself. These are coming, but I just can't get there. I just have too much stuff, but I tend to like my style. If you're into my style, you'll like a lot of my pieces. I go off on tangents sometimes of Navajo turquoise because I collect them. And estate pieces, you know, like you'll see real gold here. You'll see, you know, Victorian things. You'll see deco, but because I'm a collector. But I'm right now starting to get into Madonna and Child mode of collectibles and religious jewelry that I will be trying to whip out now. And it'll be a little bit more upscale than previous years because I'm just buying a lot more quality sterling pieces. I barely have anything that isn't sterling silver or gold filled right now. And I have to, you know, dial it down and make some more affordable pieces for my customers. So that's it. I will see you next time, possibly tomorrow. Thanks. Bye now.